in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. I tell you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 Yeah. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test, expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheme. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheme. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. The gas in the back, never leave, she's so bad. Hit the bag, the gas in the back, never leave, she's so bad. Hit the bag, the gas in the back, never leave, she's so bad. Hit the bag, the gas in the back, never leave, she's so bad. Hit the bag, I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. The gas in the back, never leave, she's so bad. Hit the bag, the gas in the back, never leave, she's so bad. Hit the bag, the gas.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Tino's Time Wrestling, as we are finally here today to talk about my favorite pay-per-view of the year, the most unpredictable pay-per-view of the year, 30 women, 30 men, who's going to WrestleMania, and main eventing in So-Fi, everybody. We're here to go over all the matches, the predictions. We had an interview with Mr. Bray Wyatt today. Came out this morning on Out of Character. We got some quotes from Mr. Bray Wyatt that I thought were interesting. I wanted to share with you guys. I'm going to give you guys the list of returns, legends, NXT guys we got. I want to make sure you guys go and subscribe. Before we get into anything, though, join the conversation. Subscribe, join, hit that like button, join the nation. That is Tino's Nation, as we're on the road to 800, everybody. But let's not waste any more time here, and let's get into all the matches that are going to go down tomorrow night and at the Royal Rumble. And we got Bianca Belair taking on Miss Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. We have a lights out Mountain Dew pitch black match that apparently we'll get into when we talk about that match. That was very interesting. That's something Bray Wyatt said. We also have Kevin Owens taking on the head of the table for the WWE Universal World Heavyweight Champion. And then we have the two main event matches. It's those two Royal Rumble matches. We got the women's match and we got the men's match, guys. So those are the 5 matches that we got going down on the card. And like I said, I got a few things I want to show you, a few quotes and stuff like that. So I appreciate all you guys coming and spending your Friday afternoon with me, as we are about 4 hours away from Friday Night SmackDown. Remember, we'll be live here for Friday Night SmackDown. You get another double dose of Tino tonight. Go and check out also the SCW channel. He's live now. And we also did our preview show yesterday together. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of what I said there, a little bit more. So, again, I appreciate you guys. But enough about me rambling, and let's get into all these matches. And the first match that I want to talk about, it is for the Raw Women's Championship. It is Alexa Bliss going up against Miss Bianca Belair, the EST of the Raw Women's Division. And, you know, we've seen Alexa, we've seen Bianca, we've seen all these things go on with these two. We don't know what's going on with Alexa and Bray. You know, she's kind of having her weird things, and she's doing the Sister Abigail to Bianca Belair. And like I said yesterday on the SCW channel and everything, I mean, there could be a possibility of Alexa winning. We talked about it. Maybe Alexa wins the title and Bianca wins the Royal Rumble. But I don't know if that is exactly what will happen. But I think that, you know, it could happen with that. My stupid TV, guys. I'm so sorry. No, I don't want to hear more of your TV. TV, you're useless. But anyway, guys, sorry about that. My Alexa's talking to me. But Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss. Hopefully they don't have Alexa in their voice. We may see a sighting of Uncle Howdy. That's the one thing. And we talked about this also. I did want to mention it. Could we see Uncle Howdy 2 times? Because in my opinion, I think we should only see him once. He should either be in this match or the lights out match. So, you know, we got Alexa, we got Bianca Belair, and we'll see what happens with this. But I'm going to say, and I'm going to stick with the EST, Bianca Belair, walking out as your Raw Women's Champion. But I will still have in the back of my mind that we possibly could see Alexa Bliss walk out as champion tomorrow night, I should say. Guys, also make sure to continue to comment in the chat. Like I said, I'll get to all your questions. We got a few questions from Instagram, Snapchat and stuff, so we'll answer them. So make sure you guys drop your question. I see we got a few new people. We got Ed in the building. What's up, Ed? Thank you for coming and hanging out, bro. Welcome to Tino's Nation. I appreciate you, bro. So everybody, continue to drop your questions, drop your concerns. How you guys feeling? What do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you guys know more than I do? Let me know. How you guys feeling? But like I said, I'm taking Alexa Bliss to lose, and I'm going to say that Bianca Belair walks out Saturday night, still your Raw Women's Champion, as we begin the road to WrestleMania. So, the next match that we are going to get to, it is the Lights Out match, Mountain Dew match. It is not that match. It is the Pitch Black match, Mountain Dew, Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight. And there is a lot that we need to go into in this match. So I figured we'd do it now. Because Bray Wyatt, I didn't know that this man was going to be on Out of Character this morning. And apparently he did about a 25-minute interview with Ryan Satin. And there were a lot of interesting things. And Ryan asked him about like how he felt about the Uncle Howdy. How did he feel about all the things that happened? He talked a little bit about The Fiend. He mentioned Brody. He talked about a lot. So it's a really good listen. I don't want to ruin it for anybody if you guys are going to go and watch it. So I'm just going to tell you guys a few things that he said that I definitely thought was really, really interesting. So one of the first things he said, as much as we love the dark side Bray, and we love the Hawaiian shirt Bray, but he said, for me, the Hawaiian shirt of Bray, who he was, it can't be without Brody. To me, I can't be just that without Brody. I mean, it's just not the same. It's disrespectful to my best friend, and it just can't be without him. Bray Wyatt's not out of character. So it looks like we will never see Swamp Bray Wyatt, and we will never see Hawaiian Shirt Bray Wyatt. Maybe we'll see him in some type of, like, interaction, but the way it sounded, Bray doesn't seem like he really wants to have any type of thing to do with that. And I thought the other thing that was definitely really interesting that he said, he mentioned about the Fiend. And, you know, we could see, and we've seen things, and you guys could take what you want with this and everything, but it came from Bray Wyatt. He also mentioned how Triple H is a genius. He mentioned how the fans, he did not expect us to do exactly everything that we did, and he didn't expect us to get as far as we did into the rabbit hole. He said that there were things that he wanted to do more that he thought was insane. So definitely, guys, go listen to it. But the last thing I'll say about this interview is the Fiend, he said, is dead. That day in Tampa at WrestleMania in Florida, it was dead. The Fiend is not just a goof in a mask like people think. That's the ridiculous. He laughs. To me, it's just so much more where all these things come from, how they molded me as a human being. But he did die that day to me, and it can never, ever be again. So we will have to take with what Bray Wyatt said, but I thought that was really interesting because if Bray Wyatt says he's dead, then maybe we don't see him on Saturday. And that kind of changes a little bit of people's perspectives on the Lights Out match, because are we going to see it happen? Are we going to see some type of incarnation of something? Are we going to say, like, what are we going to see now? Because all we really do know, because the other thing he mentioned is how much he hated that red light. He's just like us, guys. He did not like that red light at all. For the matches, everything. He's like, I don't want that red light again. Don't ever bring it back. I was like, Bray, I love you. But he said that this match, he said that they pretty much know is it's going to be a street fight. It's going to be dark, most likely. Maybe they use, like, Mountain Dew colors. Maybe we see, like, what is that? Yellow, green, and then we see, like, red lights. I hope not. Like I just said, I don't want to see red lighting anymore because that stuff hurts my eyes. So we'll have to see, but I thought those two quotes by Bray were definitely really interesting. And if you want to, of course, go listen to the full episode on Out of Character on Spotify, YouTube, and all of the WWE on Fox social medias. It's one of those things. It was a great listen, a great interview, 25 minutes of your time, guys. So go and do it. But with the Bray Wyatt and LA Knight match, I talked a little bit about it yesterday on Steve's channel. I've really enjoyed LA Knight. We've seen LA Knight go from NXT. He had the rivalry with Ted DiBiase, Cameron Grimes, to the moon and back, baby. We've seen him do it, we saw him become whatever the hell that was with Max Dupree. And thank God he came back as LA Knight. Yeah, of course. I mean, I thank God. I'm happy there's no more Max Dupree. LA Knight is so much better. And I think LA Knight is now kind of getting around to the fans, and I think he's getting more involved, where a lot of people actually like him a lot more than I feel like that people thought that they would. Because a lot of these guys from NXT, you guys see them. They don't come up. They get buried. They don't do very much. And I think LA Knight is another great example of somebody that if you could just let them do what they want and everything, I think it works perfectly. And that was one other thing he said. Bray mentioned there's no restrictions. When he said that Triple H is a genius, he pretty much was taking the shot and saying that Triple H is pretty much why he's back. And we're so happy. So this match is going to be unpredictable. This match is going to be crazy. But in the end of this match, I'm going to say that Bray Wyatt picks up the W. He is going to win. He's going to win his first televised match in WWE for the first time in a long time. And it's not going to hurt LA Knight. People might be worried that it might hurt LA Knight, him losing. But I don't think it does, because I think LA Knight, he says it. He's a megastar, guys. And I think I said it yesterday also. I think LA Knight could possibly be a guy that we could be talking about a year from now that could win the Royal Rumble 2024. So LA Knight, Bray Wyatt, lights out match, street fight. It's going to be interesting. But I'm taking the Eater of the Worlds, let me in, Bray Wyatt, taking home the W. And I'll say that we do see some type of unmasking or some type of surprise. I feel like we do. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But I can't wait to see the lights out match. So now let's talk about the third match on the card, and it's the last match before we get to the 2 Royal Rumble matches. And it is the head of the table, the man that puts the food on our plates, the man that does everything, the man that literally lets us, just the man, it's Roman Reigns, putting the title on the line against the prize fighter himself. He's got the bloodline. He's got Sami Zayn after him. He's got everybody after him. But Kevin Owens ain't sitting down. And he's going to electrify the Royal Rumble as he's taking on Roman Reigns in just a normal singles match. This is the first time, guys, we've seen them compete at 2 other Royal Rumbles. We saw that awful last man standing match. It was a good match, but the ending was awful with the handcuffs and then Paul Heyman being a distraction and yada, yada, yada. But this is the first time we're going to see these 2 in a singles match. And I think this is going to be a great match. I don't really think that they need a stipulation. And I think that these 2 will go out and put on a show. And I think this is the match that could very well start the match. Or start the show, I should say. Because we've seen it happen before where we see people compete and then they're in the Royal Rumble, and I feel like Kevin Owens, with there only being about 16 open spots for the Men's Rumble, as we'll get into a little bit later, I think that Kevin Owens possibly could be a surprise entrant. But I could be wrong. Maybe KO fights once, he gets the night off. But we've seen it happen before. So we'll have to see. But Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens going to put on an absolute banger of a match between the 2 of them. And in the end, I feel like this could be the possible situation of where we do see Sami Zayn turn on the Bloodline to set up a match possibly at Elimination Chamber, because that is the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania. So maybe we see Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns for the World Universal WWE Championship, whatever you guys want to call it. I'd rather just say WWE Championship, but you know, that's just me. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But I'm taking Roman Reigns to win this match. Roman Reigns isn't losing at the Rumble. He's not losing to Kevin Owens. And Roman Reigns, head of the table, is walking into another WrestleMania as the double champion and the man that runs the place and the man that does everything. So we'll have to see. But I did see another quote that I did want to share with you guys, because our guy, Mr. Chris Jericho, said, you can bring in The Rock. You can bring in Cody. You can put Cody in that position. You can bring in Austin. But much like Jericho and Owens, Sami and Roman is the story that's been grown and built. The payoff needs to be Sami winning the Rumble and beating Roman Reigns. That's what Jericho would do. But the one thing is if we see Sami turn on the Bloodline, I mean, I would not be surprised if we see Sami enter the Rumble, because as of right now, Sami is not in the Rumble match. And we'll go over all of the participants later. But seeing Sami turn on the Bloodline in this match is a very big possibility, because if he does, then I feel like we could either go that route. I mean, I wouldn't mind Sami winning. I think it's down to like 2 or 3 people possibly that could win it. But I mean, if Sami wins, I feel like Sami Zayn could be like a Daniel Bryan moment. Sami Zayn could be that guy that everybody is loved with, everybody knows that is great, that could go out there and put on a show versus these guys. So I think that we could see it happen, but I don't know if it's going to happen. We'll just have to be waiting. We'll have to wait and see tomorrow night when we're live here on Tino's Time. So, like I said, I'm taking Roman Reigns to win the match. He's still walking out the champion. We're going to see our man Cody Rhodes, as you guys can see right there, next to Miss Charlotte Flair right there. Mr. Cody Rhodes is returning. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But like I said, Roman Reigns, I'm not going up again. I'm not going against the head of the table right now. So Roman Reigns is taking your title, and he's just going to continue to be the man. So guys, now that we talked about the 3 matches that are going to happen, let's talk about the matches that we came and that we wanted to talk about and that we wanted to see. And it is, first of all, we got, and we'll talk about it, it is the Women's Royal Rumble match. We got 30 women. 30 women. Who's going on the main event WrestleMania? Are they going to face the Raw Women's Champion, or are they going to face the SmackDown Women's Champion? And as of now, we only have 7 competitors. Obviously, we still have Friday Night SmackDown tonight. We could see about 3 or 4 more people possibly participating and being involved. But I feel like we could see possible, and I feel like that we could see it a lot differently. So, I don't know. Hopefully, we'll just have to see what happens. WWE, guys, so unpredictable. But these 7 women, as we have, they're Emma. Miss Emma has returned, and she wants to be in the Rumble. We got Shayna Baszler. She's been in a few, and she's also been in a few Final Fours. Liv Morgan, for some reason, wants to enter first, and I don't understand why, because Liv Morgan is great, and I think Liv Morgan could have a great shot to win it, but I don't know why she wants first. We got Rhea Ripley. She is going to, we'll have to see where she enters, but I think Rhea Ripley is a very good possible contender to win this match. Raquel Gonzalez, Raquel Rodriguez. We got Miss Candice LeRae, and then we have Zelina Vega. Miss Zelina Vega are all the people that have been announced for the Rumble. And like I said, we could see a lot more people. If you guys have heard anybody, let me know. Let me know who you guys think are the surprises. Let me know what you guys think. What we're going to do and how I'm going to do the Royal Rumble is kind of how we did it yesterday on Steve's channel. I'm going to give you my number 1 and 2. But instead of giving you my final 30 or like the number 30 spot, I'm going to give you who I think my final 4 are going to be. So I'm going to tell you who I think enters 1 and 2, and then I'm going to tell you who I think the final 4 will be, and then I will tell you the winner of the match. So before we get into all of the winners and who I think that is going to be in the final 4 and who I think is going to enter the match, we got to talk about all the people that I think, and all the women first. I have the women and men on the same list, so just ignore the men right now, and we're just looking at all the women. But I thought it'd be a good idea to write it down so you guys could see who I was thinking of. Yes, some of the main names are messed up. Don't yell at me, guys, but yeah. So let's go and let me tell you guys the returns that we could possibly see first. And I think we could see Doudrop. We haven't seen Doudrop in a while. Could we see Doudrop come back as Piper Niven? Piper Niven. Could we see her? Naomi is a big one. Could we see the return of Feel the Glow? And Kyle mentioned it, Steve, we talked about it and stuff like that. What if Naomi enters 30, the lights go out, and Feel the Glow comes on, and that would be an amazing surprise. That would be insane. That would be crazy. We have Carmella. Miss Carmella, we haven't seen in a long time. Carmella hasn't been around in a while. So what if we see Carmella return? Also, Asuka. I mentioned this yesterday. What if we see Asuka return? But what if we see Asuka return as her character, the Dark Asuka, Kana? What if we see her return? We haven't seen her in a minute. Billie Kay. Billie Kay was somebody I didn't even think of, and they mentioned it yesterday. I want to make sure I give them the credit where they're due, because they did. They mentioned it yesterday. What about Billie Kay? We could see Billie Kay return. We haven't seen her in a while with the Iconics. I did just see somebody in the chat mention the Iconics. So maybe we could see Billie Kay. She's been doing stuff on Up, Up, Down, Down and everything. So those are some returns. Now let's get into the NXT girls. We got Roxanne Perez, the NXT Women's Champion. We've seen Roxanne Perez come in, but like, not Roxanne Perez specifically, but we've seen the NXT Women's Champion and the Men's NXT Champion come in the Rumbles before. So could we see Roxanne Perez? Toxic Attraction, they're facing Roxanne Perez at Vengeance Day in a week. Could we see Gigi Dolan and JC Jane? Nikita Lyons, I thought she would come, but she has a torn ACL, so it looks like we won't see Nikita. Zoe Starks. Zoe Starks is another one. Tiffany Stratton. I really enjoy Tiffany Stratton. No, not because she's blonde and pretty. I think Tiffany Stratton is good. She's good in the ring, and I think that she could be a big star. We got my man Eric's Cora Jade. What if we see Cora? Is Eric going to have a mark-out moment and go berserk? Could we see Kaden Carter and Katana Chance? We've seen Katana Chance in one as Casey Capizzaro. So, could we see her in one? Could we see the NXT Tag Team Champions? Indy Hartwell. Indy Hartwell is one that I think very well could be in there because she's ready. She's ready to go to the main roster and she's ready to do her thing. So, I think Indy Hartwell is a very good option to be in the match and go and show up. And lastly, I'm going to mention her, Wendy Chu. She's got the sleeping pillow. She's sleeping. She's having a good time. And this would be a great moment to see like somebody survive and land on the pillow. Because the pillow isn't the ground, so they would still be alive and they wouldn't be eliminated because they're on the pillow. So why don't we see the Kofi moment from the women to do something with the pillow? Hey, I'm just throwing ideas out there, guys. So those are the NXT people. And then we got the legends. Could we see Lita, Trish, Candice Michelle, my favorite, my my crush growing up, Miss Kelly, Michelle McCool. We've seen a bunch of people say that they didn't get the call, but you know a bunch of them got the call. So could we see those girls? Beth Phoenix, last time we saw Beth Phoenix, could we see a stare down between Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley? I'd be down for that. Could we see Miss Melina again? What about Mercedes Minot? Mercedes. Probably not, but I just wanted to mention her just in case anybody wanted me to. So, could we see Mercedes? And if Mercedes shows up, guys, I'm going to go crazy because I think that would be crazy. But I feel like a more realistic option would be more Naomi. But it should be real interesting to see which Hall of Famers, which legends, and which returns that we get in the Women's Royal Rumble. So, I'm going to say, and I'm going to go with starting the Royal Rumble. I'm going to go, and I'm going to say it is either I feel like it is like between two options. I feel like if Liv Morgan really wants number one, I feel like Liv is going to walk out number one. She's going to be like, I'm ready, let's go. So I feel like it could be Liv, and maybe Liv is sitting there and she's waiting, and then one of her idols comes out. Maybe it's Lita, maybe it's Trish. We all know they're not winning, so let's all just have a moment, and maybe one of them could last a little longer than we expect them to. Or maybe we see Liv Morgan and, let's say, maybe we see Becky. Maybe we see Liv Morgan. I think Liv is going to start number one. I think Liv is crazy enough right now that she's going to start number one. So I'm going to say Liv and Lita, or Liv and Becky will start it. Because I do think Becky has also started one really early before. And I feel like one of the two women that do start it, if it isn't a legend, I feel like are going to be the Iron Woman. As you guys know, the Iron Woman or Iron Man is the person that lasts the longest in the Royal Rumble. As before we get into the men's, I'm going to go over all of the Royal Rumble records that you guys don't know that you should know, so you guys know tomorrow. So those are that's what I have for my number one. Those are all my predictions for people that could return. And my final four, after all 30 enter, we see legends, returns, celebrations. Maybe we see Santina Marella. Maybe we'll see, who knows? Maybe JoJo will show up. I'm just saying, what if? She was on Dancing with the Stars with The Miz. She's popular. Maybe we see JoJo, guys. I don't know. But I'm going to say the final four. I'm going to say it is a legend. If it's not Lita entering one. If Lita enters one, I think Trish will enter really late, and I think Trish will be one of the finalists. I think Rhea Ripley, because obviously Rhea Ripley. Bianca Belair, and I'm going to say Beth Phoenix. And I'm going to say Becky Lynch lasts to like 5 or 6. So I'm going to say Becky Lynch isn't too far behind. So those are going to be my final four. I'm going to say Rhea, Beth, Bianca, and like a legend like Trish. I might not be Trish exactly, but I feel like Trish is the one that could possibly enter late. Maybe a Michelle McCool if she's really showing up, depending on what happens. So, we got the final four now. We got Trish, we got Rhea, we got Bianca, and then, yeah. So, we got our final four, everybody. And I'm going to say that the final four is, or the final two, I should say, after we have the final four of, like I just said, Rhea, Becky, Trish, and Beth Phoenix, right around there, right? I think that's what I went with. I don't know. I forgot already. But final two in the match, I'm going to say that it is going to be Rhea Ripley and the winner of, not last year's, the winner of, 2019? I'm going to say it's Rhea and Becky as the final two. And I'm going to, or not Rhea and Becky. Oh my God, I said Becky got eliminated 5th. I'm so sorry. I meant Rhea and Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix did not win the Rumble before. So, scratch that. I don't know why I thought I was, you guys see Becky right there? That's what I was doing. Sorry. I got Rhea and Beth. And obviously, we know that Beth probably isn't going to win it. But I've said it yesterday, and I said it yesterday on Steve's channel. I think Rhea's winning this. I think Mommy's walking out as your Royal Rumble winner. And we could totally see a swerve. Maybe we see like a Becky win. Maybe We see Bayley win. Bayley's another one. Bayley could very well be in the top 6. I think Bayley is a very good option to be in the top 4. I just don't know. I feel like we're going to see with Damage Control. I mentioned this also. I feel like we could see Damage Control turn on each other. And we could see Bayley eliminate Damage Control and then Damage Control cause Bayley. Or Damage Control... Or Bayley turns on Damage Control, and it's a mess. I feel like Damage Control is breaking up possibly. Bayley could win, because what if she eliminates Damage Control and she goes on to win it? Bayley's another option. So there's a lot of good options, but I'm going to stick with my girl Mommy. We've seen the teases of Bianca and Rhea, so if Bianca goes on and moves on and beats Alexa Bliss, I think that we could see Mommy go on. They've teased it in the back like I just said. Mommy, Rhea versus Bianca Belair, the EST at WrestleMania in Hollywood. I think that's a pretty good Raw main event for the Raw Women's Championship. So, the Women's Royal Rumble winner. I'm going to say also, I think if Rhea is going to enter, I think Rhea enters. It's kind of funny because we have that many people in the stream. We got 9 people in the stream. So, I'm going to predict that we have 9, that Rhea is the 9th entrant and she goes on to win it. So, that's what I'm going to go with that. Let me know what you guys think about the women's predictions. Let me know what you guys are saying. Let me know what you guys are feeling. Ed said Kelly, Asuka. Chris said Bayley, Liv Morgan, Rhea, and Beth Phoenix. Bayley and Beth Phoenix. Bayley wins. Molly Holly. Mickie James is a good one. See, Mickie James is good. But I feel like we've done that already, that if she comes out again, I feel like she just, she left and she did everything that she just did. So, I don't know. But I wouldn't mind seeing Mickie. I always love hearing Mickey's music. He says Nia. Bro, I don't know about Nia Jax. I don't know. Nikki Cross, is that who you're talking? Oh, Nick. Oh, you're talking about for the men's. Oh, Victoria. Victoria's a good one. I forgot about Victoria, bro. Xia Li. Well, and that's the thing, too, where there's a lot of people, too. Like, we haven't seen Becky announced. We haven't seen Bayley announced. Damage Control. There's so many women that we haven't seen announced that I think would possibly be in it. I don't think Nyla Rose is showing up. I would like to see legs for days, though, guys. Legs for days, Miss Stacy Keibler. Sign me up. I say see, you did say, Ed, I knew that was you. Mickie James, yup. Shark Boy. Shark Boy, yup. I do, bro, I do. What's up, bro? Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Thank you, man. Trish is winning the Rumble. I mean, I would not be surprised if that happened at all. So, guys, that is what I see. Make sure you guys continue. I'm going to make sure that I go through all of the comments. And while we're doing it, let me just catch up now before we get into the main event. As I just said, Rhea Ripley, I think, is going to take home. So now, guys, let me catch up on the chat. Let's see what you guys are all talking about before we get to the Royal Rumble. And I do the Royal Rumble by the numbers and everything. So let's get into the chat. Let's see how you guys are all doing. Former Philadelphia Eagles cornerback Brian Dawkins is going to be the honorary captain for the championship game. Yes, sir. We got Justin in the building. Chris, I thought you were about to say something happened to him. I was about to cry. Justin, though, we got Justin in the building. First one here. Actually, you were not, bro. Yup, Chris beat you by literally a minute. By a minute. We got my man Corey in the building, everybody. My man Corey's taking over the fantasy football game as he continues to grow his channel. So everybody go check out my man Corey for all your fantasy football news and notes and graphs and grimes and shorts and games and everything you need. We got Ed. Thank you, Ed. As I said, thank you for joining the channel, bro. I appreciate you communicating in the chat and joining the conversation. What's up, Melinda? I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Melinda, where were you last night? We missed you. He says, I want Alexa to win. Men's Royal Rumble winner, Cody Rhodes. Melinda, why you got to be trying to spoil my picks? I'm hoping The Rock, we'll be getting into The Rock into a little bit. Rob Van Dam. I'd love to see my man RVD. I love RVD, guys. RVD is the best. Bianca is dope. I love Bianca. We need Bliss. We need Bliss as Alexa the goddess is what we need. TV. Why? Why? I don't know why my TV keeps doing that, guys. But Alexa Bliss could upset Bianca Belair. I mean, I think it's possibility. I said it on Steve's channel, like I said when we were talking about it. I think it could happen. Could we see Alexa win? Could we see Bianca go on and win the championship? What could we see happen with that? So it's not out of the helm. And if it does, Chris, I'll give you a little credit because you said it, bro. I think Howdy shows up in the pitch black match. So, yeah, so more about Uncle Howdy. I feel like I said, Uncle Howdy is either going to show up in Bray's match or he's going to show up in Alexa. I don't think he should show up in both. And I don't think that it would be very good if he did. So, I think it should be interesting to see what happens. But if we see him being in both things, it's just going to be confusing. So, hopefully he does. But then hopefully he doesn't show up in this match because I feel like if he shows up in the Raw Women's Championship match, maybe that's how Alexa Bliss gets the championship. Melinda said no. Uncle Howdy, yeah, Uncle Howdy, expect to be bro. Could we see Bo Dallas? Yes, Ed, facts, bro. Thank you. Thank you, bro. That red light gave me anxiety. Uncle Howdy, I think we need... I think we need we need some type of reveal on Saturday. I feel like tomorrow we need. Yes, sir, Chris. We got Vengeance Day next week. Vengeance Day is next week. I wanted to go back to this though. Uncle Howdy is Braun Strowman. I mean, bro, I would laugh, but I don't think so. I think it's Vincent, to be honest, from NXT UK. Yeah. LA Knight, a.k.a. Drake Maverick. Wait, no, it's Eli Drake. You were close, though. You were close. You were close. You were close, bro. But, bro, Eli Drake, I'm so happy for LA Knight, man. He deserves it. After everything that he, like I said, Max Dupree, all that bullshit with the maximum male models, the maximum whatever they're doing. I'm so happy to see LA Knight be the megastar again. And I can't wait until that man is holding gold in NXT, or not NXT, in WWE. Roman is going to destroy KO. I think so. I do think so. That Roman is going to, I don't know, I shouldn't say destroy him, but what I should say is that he is going to put up a big beatdown to the point where Kevin Owens is going to be begging for Sami Zayn to be helping him or something. Will be the first match. That's what I was thinking, Chris. I was thinking that we start with the Rumble. We start the Rumble, I should say, with Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens. Then we go the Women's Rumble. We go the Lights Out match. We go in the Raw Women's Championship match because you kind of need a break after the Lights Out match. And then after the Raw Women's Championship match, you go into the Men's Royal Rumble. You come out, you do it, you have number 1 and 2, and we'll talk about that once I talk about the men's because I think that it could be a great showing. And it could be a good one because I think number 1 and 2 should be ones that we should be possible surprises or entrants that we just love to watch. So, yeah. But we'll talk more about that when we get into the Royal Rumble match. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is another one that I possibly could see happening. And we could very well see it happening with Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens ending in an ODQ. Very possible. I don't want Sami to turn on the bloodline. I know people don't want it to happen, but it's eventually going to happen. And it's going to be one of those things that people are not going to be very happy about. Because I think Roman Reigns, and I think that, everything that has happened, and like I read in that quote, I think people really do love the Bloodline storyline. They love Sami Zayn and everything. And I do think what Jericho said, I think that if Sami Zayn were to have a storyline like a Daniel Bryan where he won the match and he won the championship to end WrestleMania, that would be a great way to end the Bloodline storyline. But I don't know if they're going to go that route. Sami Zayn, like I said, he possibly could. Bloodline for life. Sami Zayn. Cody Rhodes wins. I heard Zoe Stark, Indy Hartwell, Roxanne Perez. Let's go. I hope so. RVD, man, I'd be down for it. Let's do it. Trish is winning. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could see Trish winning, but I would love to see her. What's up? So, Sufan, is that how you say it? Hopefully I'm saying that right, bro. Sufan, welcome. Or Surfan, hopefully I'm saying that right, bro. Please don't yell at me. I'm really bad at pronouncing. So if you got a nickname or if I'm saying it wrong, let me know. Something you want me to call you, let me know. But I appreciate you joining Tino's Nation, bro. Thank you so much. Ed, sharing the link out. I appreciate you, Ed. Thank you, my man. Chris says Beth Phoenix, Royal Rumble Saturday, probably. Yeah, I also feel like, too, another person that I didn't mention with the women is Chelsea Green. I talked about it with the women yesterday. What if we see Chelsea Green enter 30? She was the woman I thought we could see enter 30. Could we see her, Naomi? I feel like number 30 has to be a surprise. It has to be somebody we're not knowing. The entrance can be great, and I just think it would be awesome. So I think that we could possibly see Chelsea Green also. Shark Boy. Let's add Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Mickey James, probably. Bailey, the Iconics, yes. Billy Kay, Victoria. Bro, I miss Nia Jax. I kind of went the wrong way. So, yeah. Number 9, yes. Number 9 is my prediction for Rhea Ripley to enter the Royal Rumble. Beth and Rhea. She is still Impact Women's Champion, but didn't she, like, just announce, like, she's leaving or something like that, I heard? Bailey will be number 30 and win the Royal Rumble. I don't know about number 30, but I think Bailey is another option that could very well be the Iron Woman. And what if it's Liv Morgan and Bailey? That's possible. Yes, Edge. I called you Edge. Ed, we need Eugene back, bro. I love Eugene, bro. Me and my friend were talking about Eugene a few days ago, bro. Eugene is the best. Eugene, yes, bring Eugene back. Tino is going to be wrong about Rhea Ripley is going to win the Royal Rumble this Saturday because it's going to be Bailey. Chris, me and you have got a lot of stuff going on, bro. Me and you have got a lot of differentials this weekend. What's up, Ed? Loving my time here. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I know I'm kind of late on all the chat, so I'm like 8 minutes behind, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Sunny Kiss. Sunny Kiss. Sunny Kiss is not going to win the Rumble. One of a kind. Rob Van Dam. The whole effing show. Yes, sir. What about the horse ref from TNA? Or AEW? You guys are funny as hell. Mr. Ed should referee the Rumble. Aubrey Edwards. Let's go, bro. Aubrey. Are you guys saying that? Are you saying that Edwards looks like a horse? Is that what you guys are saying? Like to think about what or I don't know what we're talking about. What if somebody didn't mention this? What if we see different incarnations of Bray Wyatt in the Royal Rumble? Possibly. But I feel like that would just be taking away spots if they have other people of returning. Like this man. Miss my man, Randy Orton. Hey, what can you say? Randy Orton is the man. He is the myth. He's the legend. I love my man, Randy Orton. I'm done. Let's go. Let's go. He says LA Knight has a lot of... I say I like LA Knight. I really like him. So I don't know. I'd be impressed if KO got buff. I mean, bro, he might. I mean, who knows? I don't know if LA Knight is getting completely crapped on. I think LA Knight is doing good with what he's doing. And I think him standing in the ring, like not obviously toe-to-toe with The Undertaker, but I think him having that moment with The Undertaker is something that he's going to look back on and be like, damn, like I did that and stuff. So, I don't know. You say, see, I don't know if it's not going anywhere. I just think that like I said, we need a reveal. We need something more. We need to know a little more. We need to know who Howdy is. We need to know something. So I don't know. I feel like it's not getting him anywhere. I just feel like we need to like move on. Like what's next? Because we're on the road to WrestleMania. Something has to happen. Because guys, tomorrow we start it. We're officially on the road as soon as we press live here to go live on Tino's time for the show. So make sure. Kevin Owens is not winning. Sammy is over. I agree. I think Sammy wouldn't be a bad option. I would not be mad Sami Zayn wins the WWE title. Cody Rhodes wins the WWE title. Okay, Steve. We got Steve. Steve, what's up, Steve? We got that. Okay, I can say Steve. Yeah, I agree. Cody needs gold. Yes, he does. Awesome Kong. Hollow has entered the Royal Rumble, apparently. Hollow's in the Rumble. Hollow's going for it. No. Please, no more Goldberg. I don't need any Goldberg in my life. No way, Jose. Get out of here. Let's go. Iron Sheik. Maybe. Possibly. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen Hacksaw Jim Duggan. We've seen Roddy Piper. We've seen Jimmy Snuka. We've seen who else? We've seen a lot of older people. No, not Bailey. Mr. Wrestling. I mean, I'm down to see Mr. Wrestling. Beth Phoenix is not going to let Rhea Ripley. Possibly, but I don't know. Fire, who, huh? Hey, Ed, who is that, bro? I don't know who that is. Melinda, stop hating on Bailey. What's up, Courtney? Thanks for coming and hanging out. I mean, possibly, but I don't know if we see Undertaker. I feel like if we're going to see Undertaker, I feel like Undertaker's perfect position is to be the American badass because that's what he obviously is in real life. And I think that Undertaker and Bray having a partnership would be interesting. But the way Undertaker left in that Boneyard match, I'd rather not see wrestling, or I'd rather not see Undertaker back on TV or doing obviously besides what he did at Raw 30 was good and stuff, but I don't want to see him try to choke slam somebody again and anything and try to hurt himself. What if Khan the Dom enters the women's Royal Rumble? We've seen women enter the men's. Why can't men enter the women? Just saying. Benny, no. Courtney, no. I don't know where you've been watching, Courtney, but he is not. Bailey needs gold. I agree. Triple H winning the Rumble. No, hey, bro, that was last year. Or 2000. That was 2002 that he won it. And then what, 2016? Triple H, man, I'd love to see Triple H, but I don't think we'll ever see him. I want to know what you guys think. Who would be the best opponent for Gunther to face in their prime? Would it be Kurt Angle, Triple H, or Shawn Michaels? Let me know. Who you guys think? Definitely not Goldberg. Goldust is not in it. Hulk Hogan might be in it. Doink the Clown returns. I got a Doink the Clown action figure, bro. I love Doink. Doink the Clown. Don't say that. Whoa. We didn't have to get all. I mean, somebody could dress up as Doink the Clown. I'll dress up as Doink the Clown. Ed, you want to throw up as? Ed, you want to dress up as Doink the Clown? Santino and Santina. Kurt Angle, you guys are answering the question. Kurt Angle. See, that's what I said. I thought Kurt Angle in his prime would be great. I thought that would be fantastic. I think all three of them would be great. The Boogeyman. It's so funny that you say that. It's so funny that you say that. We'll get into it. Ha, clown. Well, guys, I have caught up in the chat. So now that we have done that, I want to, before we get into my predictions, my number 1 and 2, my final 4, and everything that we just did for the women, I want to go, because I tried to make a video, but it will get copywritten no matter how hard I try to do it. So I want to tell you guys all of the Royal Rumble facts And the Royal Rumble 2023, updated by the numbers. I should say Royal Rumble by the number. Let's start this over. Everybody, let's go over all of the records that have happened in the history of the Royal Rumble. So now we're going to do it here. We're going to go over Royal Rumble by the numbers. And did you guys know, since its inception, that it is at 1,100 superstars compete in the match? There has been multiple Royal Rumble victors. Three wins, only one superstar has done. It's the Rattlesnake himself, Stone Cold Steve Austin. But there are 2 wins. There's 2 wins that 8 superstars have, that if any of those 8 superstars could just win one more time, we could see them tie Stone Cold. Those legends include Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, John Cena, Batista, Triple H, Randy Orton, Edge, and the Beast, Brock Lesnar. The luckiest number to win the most Royal number, the luckiest number to win the most Royal Rumble matches is, with 4 victories, we got number 27, 28, and 30. With 3 wins, we got number 1 and number 24. The most accumulated eliminations by any man in the Royal Rumble match is Kane. Kane has 45. He has 46, but he only has one as Isaac Yakum in 1996, the year I was born. So he's got 46, but he's only got 45 as Kane. And the next closest superstar anywhere near any active superstar is Braun Strowman with 33. And I don't know if they're counting the greatest Royal Rumble, but we're not counting the greatest Royal Rumble in these guys. We also have Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton with 29. Stone Cold with 36, coming up close, but I don't know if we'll see Stone Cold. We could possibly see him. Some more record and some more Royal Rumble by the numbers, guys. The most eliminations in a single match. Speaking of Braun Strowman, him and Brock Lesnar have 13, but I say Brock Lesnar because Braun Strowman's was in the greatest Royal Rumble that included 50 superstars. Roman Reigns had that record, but Kane was the guy for a long time there before Roman Reigns broke it. He was the one that had the record, and he held it with 11 eliminations in 2001. The women's record, Bianca Belair has the most eliminations in the Royal Rumble match, with Shayna Baszler tying her with 8. The longest time spent in a Royal Rumble match, it's by our guy, Buika, Rey Mysterio, lasting an hour and 2 minutes and 12 seconds in the 2006 Royal Rumble. You could say Daniel Bryan, but he lasted an hour and 16 minutes in the greatest Royal Rumble that also included 50 men. So I don't know if we want to count those. So I'm saying my man Rey Mysterio still holds that record. The shortest men's Royal Rumble record. I didn't do it. I wasn't ready. Mr. Santino Marella, when he was eliminated by Kane within 1.9 seconds in the 2009 Royal Rumble. Santino Marella, he's still not ready, and he still holds the record for the shortest amount of time spent in the men's Royal Rumble. The most appearances in the men's Royal Rumble is Kane. Kane holds the record with 18, and he still has that one as Isaac Yakum in 1996, and he has one as Fake Diesel. So Kane still holds the record, but inching closer to behind him is the man, the showstopper, the man, the myth, the legend. If you want to call him a legend, I guess. Not even. I messed it up, but that's okay. Dolph Ziggler, guys. Dolph Ziggler is right behind him. I was trying to say what he is and what his thing was, but it didn't work. I was using HBKs. But behind Kane with 15 appearances in the Royal Rumble, Dolph Ziggler is creeping up behind him. But Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton are right behind Dolph Ziggler with 14 appearances. And if we see Randy Orton return, Kofi Kingston is already in it this year, so he will tie Dolph Ziggler. Could we see Kofi and Randy Orton tie Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler? I don't know. Will we see Randy Orton return? We'll find out, guys. And lastly, the last interesting facts that I have for the Royal Rumble, did you guys know that Batista is the only person to win the Royal Rumble at the same spot when he won it in 2014, and then he won it back in 2005 at number 28. And 2007 and 2008 is the only time that the same number has won in succession. Number 30, Undertaker and John Cena representatively. Two Hall of Famers, two GOATs of the WWE, hold that record, and they were the guys that were able to win at number 30. And guys, those are all of the Royal Rumble by the numbers. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I tried my best to do it. I messed up on Dolph Ziggler, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that little thing. If you guys did not see it, I'm going to put it on a video so you guys can go back and watch it. But Royal Rumble facts, I thought was something fun we could add to this. So now that we did that, and now that I told you all the Royal Rumbles by the numbers, let's go over all the men that are in this match, and then let's go over all the people that I think could return, NXT superstars, and then some legends that I think we could possibly see. So let's go over the men's participants. And unlike the women, we have a 3, 6, 9, 11, and 12. We have about 12, 13 competitors. And I think this is the updated list. If there's anybody else not on this list, let me know, guys, because I think this is the updated list. So we have Omos, the big Omos. We got the man himself, Bobby Lashley, Santos Escobar, Seth frickin' Rollins, Ricochet, Baron Corbin, Happy Corbin, the United States Champion, Austin Theory, Kofi Kingston, as I just said, the Intercontinental Champion, Gunther, Buika, as I said, Rey Mysterio, who's lasted the longest in 2006, is here in the Royal Rumble, and we all knew this man was coming back. There was no reason to keep it a secret because we all knew it. The American Nightmare, guys, after a long 7-month absence, we haven't seen this guy since he competed at Hell in the Cell live in Chicago, Illinois, inside that structure with the man to the left of him or the right of him, whichever way you guys want to say it is. Cody Rhodes is coming back, and it's the road to the Royal Rumble, everybody. Cody Rhodes is here, and I cannot wait to see what happens. So that leaves about 15 to 17 spots left. If anybody has seen anybody, let me know. Yes, I did. I fumbled it. I fumbled it really bad. But that's okay. It can't be perfect. So, it can't be, but that's okay. So, let's go over, and let me tell you guys, I'm going to show you the same list that I had, so you guys may see the names. But we could see Matt Riddle. We could see Rick Boogs. We haven't seen Rick Boogs since last year's WrestleMania, since he got hurt. Could we see the legend killer himself, Randy Orton? I'd love to see Randy Orton. AJ Styles, I love AJ Styles. I believe he's hurt. I know AJ Styles that he would love to make a return like this. And yes, he hasn't been out that long of time, but still, I mean, we could see him return. But maybe not. Maybe the Raw after WrestleMania is more likely. We got Robert Roode. We haven't seen Robert Roode in a long time. The glorious one. I feel like if we see Beth Phoenix in the women's one, just like if we see Candice LeRae, or if we see Beth Phoenix in the women's and we see Chelsea Green in the men's, or in the women's, Chelsea Green in the women's and Beth Phoenix in the women's, I feel like we could see Edge, and I feel like we could also see Matt Cardona. And Matt Cardona, you know, not many people know that it is Zack Ryder. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. Zack Ryder, guys, was a great guy. He never got the opportunity. So I think that if we see Beth Phoenix and Chelsea Green, I think we're definitely going to see Edge and Matt Cardona. Also, Pat McAfee, the man. We need our guy back on SmackDown. I love the Pat McAfee show. Hasn't been around since college football started. College football has ended. We're in the football playoffs. I think Pat McAfee, it's time to come back to your home on Friday nights. So could we see Pat McAfee? And lastly, Mr. Logan Paul. You know, he really messed himself up against Roman Reigns at that match that he had. But could we see the return of Logan Paul and also possibly Bad Bunny? I mean, I know he was in last year's, but we don't need a repeat of last year's Royal Rumble, guys, because that was not okay. NXT superstars we could see. Could we see Braun Breaker, NXT champion? As I mentioned, we've seen Andrade before. We've seen Johnny Gargano. We've seen Tommaso Ciampa. We saw Adam Cole, baby, in a Royal Rumble match. So could we see the NXT champion, Braun Breaker, in there? Carmelo Hayes, I think, is a very good one. Carmelo Hayes, I think he could come up. Obviously, he has that match with Apollo Crews, but I think that's his send-off to NXT, honestly, and I think Carmelo Hayes will be up sooner rather than later. Von Wagner is one. I don't know if you guys really think about Von Wagner like that, but could we see Von Wagner show up? Could we see Joe Gacy? Could we see Grayson Waller? Grayson Waller, he's got the Grayson Waller effect. They've compared him to The Miz. The Miz is another one. Wyatt, The Miz might be in the Royal Rumble match, and what if we see Grayson Waller and The Miz have a little bit of a moment? So, there's a lot of people. We could also see other people from Schism. We could see other people from NXT. Maybe we see Andre Chase. I mentioned him yesterday. What if we see Andre Chase as like a funny moment where he comes out like Chase U? He's also been on Main Event and everything. So, what if we do that possibly? Maybe. And then the legends. Let's go over these legends. And I'm going to start at the bottom here because we got Jay White. Could we see a Forbidden Door? Could we see Jay White? Could we see somebody else? Could we see Takahashi? Or I wanted to mention it for the women too. Could we see Miko Sakamura? We haven't seen Miko in a minute. So, could we see her? Could we see the Big Red Machine, Kane himself? We haven't seen him wrestle, and I know that wouldn't be a great thing. I really don't want to see him wrestle. But if Kane got in there, eliminated a few people, and had a couple moments, I think that would be pretty cool. Could we see the people that we saw on Monday? Could we see DDT, Road Dogg? Could we see Kurt Angle? We saw Kurt Angle. He said he wasn't ready in ring shape. I mentioned it here. Matt Cardona. What if he returns? Boogeyman. Somebody in the chat said it. What if we see the Boogeyman come out? We've seen it before. X-Pac. X-Pac was on Monday night. What if we see X-Pac? It's the Hurricane coming through, everybody. What if we see the Hurricane? And I also wanted to mention somebody too. What if we see Rikishi? Rikishi at one point, guys, did you guys know a little fun fact about the Royal Rumble? That Rikishi was the guy at one point. He had the most entrants of any Royal Rumble at one point before he obviously stopped wrestling, and then Kane stayed around and broke that record and everything. But for a long time there, Rikishi was in almost every Royal Rumble. He was supposed to be there on Monday. Obviously, some things happened at Raw 30. But what if we see him come back? And the last three people that I'm gonna name, it's the three biggest people we probably all know of, so I didn't say it right away. It's the Rattlesnake himself, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Could we see Stone Cold Steve Austin enter one more Royal Rumble and see him go on and main event one more WrestleMania and break his record and keep his record at 2 over people and become a 4-time Royal Rumble winner? Probably not. But I think seeing Stone Cold in the Royal Rumble would be pretty cool. Could we see Thugonomics? You can't see me, everybody. Literally, you can't see Tino right now. Could we see John Cena come back, make his return, set up the match with Austin Theory? Could we see him? I'd want to see it, and you know your boy Tino always would be marking out. So, it would be a very good time. And then we got, if you can smell what The Rock is cooking. Could we see the man himself, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, return to the WWE, enter the Royal Rumble, go on to main event WrestleMania, and face Roman Reigns, the head of the table? Could we see all of that go down, everybody, as we see and as we get to the Royal Rumble closer and closer, everybody? So, those are all of the legends. Sorry, my stupid chair got a little messed up, everybody, I guess it just got mixed up. It got mixed up. Sorry, everybody, about that. But those are all the legends that I have that I think we could see return. So, you guys let me know who you guys think that we could see return. And just like I did for the women's, I'm going to tell you who I think is going to enter number 1 and 2. And then I'm going to tell you my final 4. And then I'm going to tell you who I think is going to win. So, number 1 and 2, I mentioned this yesterday. What if we see Cody and Seth? Cody and Seth, they haven't seen each other since WrestleMania. Cody's kind of been teasing it that he wants some piece of Cody Rhodes, and he wants to be this and that, and he wants to do all of that. So could we possibly see Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins start off the Royal Rumble? Or, my other thing that I was thinking of more of last night is, what if Sami Zayn has to enter the Royal Rumble number 1 because Roman doesn't want to see him tonight. We're supposed to not be seeing the Honorary Uce tonight on SmackDown. So we'll have to see what happens with that, because if the Honorary Uce does show up, I don't know how well it's going to be for the Bloodline, and I don't know how well it's going to be, and I don't know how well it's going to go. So we would just have to see what happens with that. But I think it would be interesting to see Sami Zayn have to start it off and be like, you have to win the Rumble. Prove to me that you will be loyal. And I mentioned, and somebody did see, and I did see something else where somebody said about how they all type of like, everybody is in there and Roman's this and that. And then somehow, some way, Sami Zayn wins the Royal Rumble, and then he's got to give up his title match, and that's a way of protecting the title match. And I mean, that could be a possibility too, because then Roman thinks if Sami wins, Sami's not going to challenge him, but then Sami challenges him, and you know, we could see that happen. And I mean, I wouldn't be shocked at all. So that could possibly be what happened. I just wanted to mention that. But my most likely first 2 to start would be Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. And then my final 4 now. I think we're going to see Cody and Seth go the distance. I think we're going to see them in the final 4. So I'm going to say Cody and Seth go the distance. And I'm going to say we see the man himself, Honorary Uce, Sami Zayn. And then I'm going to say we see a legend. I'm going to say it's Cena, The Rock, Stone Cold, one of the legends that is still in the ring. I think that, honestly, I think the final 5 will probably be The Rock, Cena, Cody, Seth, and Sami. Is my final 5. If The Rock and Cena show up, possibly that could be one, but that is more like of a fantasy than a reality. So I'm not going to get too excited for that, but I feel like the final 4 will definitely be Sami, a legend, Cody, and Seth. And then the final 2, I would love to see the final 2. I was thinking again more about it last night after I recorded on Steve's channel, because that's just what happens, is we record stuff and then we think about more stuff and everything like that. Like, I'm sure after I'm done here, I'm going to remember something like, oh, I got to tell them on SmackDown. So I'm going to say that Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn are the final 2. It's the Bloodline versus Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes standing side by side. Roman comes out. They're getting ready. They want Sami to win. And then I say Cody Rhodes, he turns around and he eliminates Sami Zayn. And walking out as your 2023 Royal Rumble winner, the American Nightmare himself, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is going on to main event WrestleMania in SoFi. Roman Reigns is going to have to, and he might have to, defend the titles on both nights. I mean, again, we'll have to see. We're just beginning the road, so we don't know yet. We got to get to the pay-per-view first, guys. So I'm taking my man Cody Rhodes to win the match and go on to main event WrestleMania. So now that I gave you my Royal Rumble predictions for the men's, let me know what you guys think. The funniest moment of the Royal Rumble matches was the Titus slide. We love it. Ha ha ha. I appreciate you guys. The Red Rooster. I mean, if the Red Rooster wants to, let's go. I fumbled it. It's the I still can't think of it. It's the showstopper. I can't. I still can't think of it. Oh, Mas. Get that quote. Okay, Hassan said he's back. Where's Cardona? I said Matt Cardona. I said Chelsea Green. I mentioned both of them. Where were you at? I mentioned both of them. AJ, yes, I know AJ broke his ankle. I know. Yes, I know. But that doesn't mean that he can't. I'm just saying, I wanted to throw it out there. And he trademarked. Woo, woo, woo. Yes, he did. Yes, I did. I made a Legends list, bro. I literally just, bro, you see, I made the Legends list. I showed everybody the list. Yes. Not now. Mullen. Oh, God. Carlito, why are we starting problems, bro? We need the Abyss. Oh, bro, what if Abyss showed up? That would be something else. That would be wild. We're going to see Logan Paul without a... I mean, I'm just saying. Why is everybody... Hey, I'm just throwing names out there, guys. I mean, again, Ed said Ric Flair. Does that mean Ric Flair's going to show up? I mean, Carlito, you showing up, bro? He said maybe. He said Ric Flair returning. John Cena, yes. You don't know who DDP. Yes, DDP. DDT. Yes, yes, DDP. I talk too fast sometimes. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. There's some that you can't say every word right, guys. I'm sorry. I'm reading off a list of names. It's hard. I could see Beth Phoenix and Edge versus Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor. I mean, that could be. I want to know also, guys, what happened to the match that we were supposed to have with Edge and Finn Balor inside Hell in a Cell? Remember when that was a thing? He said it. I'm just playing. Finally, final three in the Rumble. Sammy, Cody, and Seth. Yeah, if I'm going to go a final three, probably. Ted DiVos. I mean, what if we see Legacy? What if we see Legacy? Carlito, I haven't got to any of the questions yet, bro. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. The questions are next, everybody, so continue to drop your questions. I put a poll up for everybody. Or, drop your questions. So everybody go and drop your questions. David, I mean, we could see David Hart. WWE said Logan Paul is cleared and will be in the Royal Rumble. Well, that looks like that's some news. So now that we have caught up on the chat, everybody continue to drop what you guys got to say. We got a question from my man Carlito. He says, what? Where's Mickey at? I don't know where Mickey at. I don't know where Chum's at. Yeah, I don't know where Chum's at. But now that we have done that, let's go over, guys. We have a few questions on the social medias. So let me go over and let me answer some of the questions as my phone died. So you gotta love it. So before we go over the questions, as I try to plug in my charger and charge things, as we are on live YouTube, everybody, it's okay. That's what happens. We live. We just gotta go with the flow. So while my phone is charging and before I get to the questions, let's go over what we got going down. As you guys know, we will be back here on the channel in a few hours as we'll be live for Friday Night SmackDown. So let's go over what we got on Friday Night SmackDown tonight. Is Sonny coming up? I don't know if Sonny's coming up. Speaking of Sonny, though, I don't know why I thought about this. What if we see Sol Ruca, too? We could see Sol Ruca, possibly. So, tonight on SmackDown, guys, we got the Beast himself, Brock Lesnar, is returning after he made his return on Monday Night Raw, costing Bobby Lashley the United States Championship. Brock Lesnar is ready for WrestleMania. He's probably entering the Royal Rumble match. So, Brock Lesnar, he's coming to Friday nights. And then the rest of the card here tonight, we got a good matchup that I didn't think we'd see. We got Karrion Kross taking on, we got that match. We got Karrion Kross versus Rey Mysterio. But the match I was talking about was Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens. Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens is going to be a match I am so excited to see. And then we have the semifinals of the SmackDown Tag Team Tournament, as it's the Bang Bros. Apparently WWE didn't know that Bang Bros was a porn site or something, so they dropped that. But it's Drew McIntyre and Sheamus taking on Hit Row, Top Dollar, and Adonis. And B-Fab by their side. So, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus versus Hit Row. Who's going to the finals? And then the other semifinals match we got Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci of Imperium taking on Raheem Wild and Raul Gonzalez and Raul of Legado del Fantasma. We got ourselves 5 big things going down here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. And I did see a question because I was looking at them before, because for some reason my phone doesn't want to turn back on. I did see Courtney asked a question, and Courtney asked, who is my favorite superstar? My favorite superstar, if you guys know your boy Tino. It's the man himself. It's Thugonomics, Word Life, the guy that is on the cover of 2K23. Speaking of 2K23, go check out the episode in the archives as I let you guys all know the breaking news. We showed you a collectible item, so make sure you guys go check out that episode, because John Cena, the cover of 2K23, we got War Games involved, and it's going to be a good one. So Courtney asked, who is my favorite superstar? It's John Cena, of course. So let's get back to the questions as my phone continues to charge. Saad Bin said, for me, it's Saturday here in Saudi. When does the Rumble start? It starts at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time here in the state of Illinois in U.S. Do you know where that is? Carlito breaking news. A WWE Mountain Dew Pitch Black match press conference will happen after the Rumble. I'm down. I love these press conferences, guys. I don't know. Bang Bros. Yeah, they... My question is how did they not realize that the Bang Bros was that? That's my question. Is Stacy Keibler coming? I hope so. Oh my God, Hassan, AEW Dark will be in the Rumble. Oh, you guys are funny as hell. You guys are great. Well, guys, I have caught up on the chat. I've got all the information out there that I've got here for you guys. My phone just turned on. So let's go look at the social medias before we go and see if anybody else has any other questions. If you guys do, let me know. But it looks like, let's see. Go check out that Bray Wyatt character or that Bray Wyatt interview, I should say, on Out of Character. Go check that out. Carlito said, we had another person ask who my favorite wrestler was. It's John Cena, of course. My man, Thugonomics, Word Life. Okay, Carlito said, I'm having a party and you're invited. Thank you. Ed's got a good question. What if CM Punk popped up in the Rumble? Could he be the face? No. I don't think he would show up, and I don't even think that they would want him to show up. I really don't. I don't think that they would want him to be there, and I don't think that CM Punk would be welcomed. I just don't know how that would go, because I've heard a lot of people mention that and say that, and how they really, they really don't know, and they really want CM Punk and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I think if CM Punk's going to go back anywhere, I think it would be AEW. So I'm just going to stick with that, and stick with that he's most likely, if he's ever going to wrestle again, he's probably going to go back to AEW. I think they're trying to bring... I mean, that was the best era. I read your question, Eric. Or Ed, I should say. Ed. I got you, bro. Love you, Tino. Thank you, Melinda. I appreciate you. Carlito said he put up another question. Give me the AEW Dark, my family. He says Nick Atlas could show up. And guys, those are all the questions. Those are all the chats. And that is everything that your boy Tino has for you. So before we do go here, I'm going to let you know what we got here going up the rest of the week here on Tino's Time. So if you guys got anything else left to say, let me know before we go. I'll be back here literally in 2 hours. So don't miss me too much, everybody. So I just said it, 2 hours, guys. We're coming back here, 7 o'clock. I should say, okay, 2 hours and 10 minutes to be exact. 2 hours, 10 minutes, guys. Come back as we hang out and we watch the last show before the Royal Rumble, as I just went over all the predictions. So let's go. We watch SmackDown. We're going to see what happens, and we're going to see what happens on the last show before we go to Texas for the Royal Rumble. And as I just said, we will be live tomorrow night for the Royal Rumble. So grab your popcorn, get your shirt, get whatever you need, because we'll be live for the Royal Rumble here on the channel tomorrow night, all night long, for the returns, the surprises, and everything else. And then after Saturday, after tomorrow night, we'll be taking a break and we will be watching some football. It's championship week, baby. It's our guy Jadis's Eagles taking on it's Jadis's Eagles, AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert taking on the San Francisco 49ers, Mr. Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Kyle Shanahan, and Mr. Irrelevant himself, Brock Purdy, taking on the Eagles. Is Brock Purdy going to have one more upset in mind? Or is Fly Eagles Fly going to show why Brock and the 49ers are the biggest and the biggest frauds of the NFL playoffs? Come and find out on Sunday as we watch the NFC Championship. And then on Sunday, too, we will be live here for a doubleheader. We will be live for the AFC Championship game as we watch the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Juju Smith-Schuster, Isaiah Pacheco, taking on Swaggy, Joey B, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and the Cincinnati Bengals. Everybody, come and hang out as we still got another great week here left on the nation. As we got, what do we got? We got 4 more shows. It's going to be a good time, everybody. But don't you guys forget, because just because this week ends, another one begins. And your boy Tino is Mr. No Days Off. So we'll be here for Monday Night Raw, of course, as you guys know, next week. But I want to keep reminding everybody that the new series, as we begin the road to WrestleMania on tomorrow night, Saturday night that is, Tuesday, we will be beginning the road. We will be beginning the road ourselves as we start the new series, Road to WrestleMania, here on the channel. We go over the news, the notes, predictions, spoilers, and everything else, as we are going to be about, 60-something days away to WrestleMania now? I don't know, guys. It's becoming closer and closer, and we officially begin it all tomorrow night. So I cannot wait to come and hang out with all of you guys tomorrow night and tonight as we continue the road to the Royal Rumble and the road to WrestleMania. So, guys, that is now all I got for you. So let's now get back to the chat. I see the chat is popping again. Everybody. Carlito said that he dropped another question. Okay, I'll see. He said go Bengals. Or Melinda said go Bengals. And Ed said I'm a new fan. Fly Eagles Fly. We're going to see Kansas City. Billy Gunn. What if Billy Gunn, bro, that would be so funny. I would shit myself. That would be great. The Philly Birds they're done. I think the 49ers are going to whoop their ass, everybody. So, guys, that is all that I have here for you. We caught up on the chat. We got the questions. We will be live here in 2 extra hours. Tino's voice is kind of hurting, so we're going to end it here. If you guys want to drop more questions, you guys want to drop more concerns, go and put it in the SmackDown live stream chat. As like I said, we'll be live now in 2 hours and 5 minutes. 2 hours and 5 minutes, everybody. So make sure you guys come and hang out. Come back here on the channel. If you guys are just joining us, go back to the beginning of this episode. Go and see all of my predictions for the show. Go see Royal Rumble by the numbers as I messed up with Dolph Ziggler. And so much more, guys. I'm going to be here at 7. We'll be here tomorrow. Like I said, so much more. I appreciate it. Go check out the episode from yesterday. Go check out the few shorts I've done this morning. Go check out all the episodes in the archive if you haven't, everybody. I appreciate Tino's Nation joining me today on Friday night. I know the preview show got a little mixed up, but I still wanted to do it. So we did it. We got it done. And now it's time to watch some wrestling. So, guys, enjoy the rest of your Friday afternoon. And in 2 hours, your boy Tino will be back here on Tino's Time. But until then, this is your boy Tino signing out. And my man Mickey And for the new people that are here and have joined the nation, enjoy the outro because I got Mickey Mouse doing it.
Go follow us on SoundCloud, Spotify, at Tito's Time. Also, Tito's Time Wrestling on Instagram and Facebook. Tito's Time 1996 on Twitter. But then, you got the TikTok and Instagram. So you gotta hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe on the road to 800. And finally, turn those notifications on. Have a great day.